Good evening, Drive Radio fans. Richard Rush here, and I'd like to welcome you to Colorado on a beautiful evening, Thursday evening it is. And tonight we are going to be reviewing the 2014 Lexus ES350. This is their front-wheel drive model, so it's not the all-wheel drive. A little bit of a downside, especially here in Colorado where snow can be an issue. However, it's not a make or break depending on if you're comfortable driving the cars. But this car does start out about the mid-30s, 36,000. This particular model and the one that we are driving, the test car, has about $10,000 worth of options on it. Things such as rain sensing wipers, ambient lighting on the outside, obviously the navigation system. But really, overall, it is a great car. We really enjoy driving it and love to tell you a little bit more about it. Alright, Drive Radio fans, as you kind of take a look around the car, one thing you can notice here is it has a typical L into the headlights, the LEDs, which gives, when it runs all day long, gives us that nice look. One thing that we've mentioned in the past on Toyota cars and Lexus cars is the little flares that kind of stick out that give it the nice aerodynamic, or aerodynamicism, or however you would say that. And coming up here, if you can, and my photographer today is my lovely girlfriend Lauren, which we'll show you her later, but these different flares right here help with the car and help with you cutting through and cutting down on fuel economy. Fuel economy for this 3.5 liter 268 horsepower Lexus ES350 is about, they say it's about 24, but we've actually been averaging close to 30. Now that is with my dad, who is on the older side. He'll probably laugh at me saying that, but him driving it, he gets around 30 to 31. I'm right around that 28, 29 average. But as you kind of come down the car, it has a great shape to it, great body lines right here. Once again, there's more flares on this on the back side, just something to give it that cut down a little bit on the wind resistance. Definitely something that helps the car. I will say that the car does ride smooth. It has more, and you can, Lauren, you can get this, it has more of a flatter, or more of a angled feel than a typical sedan where it kind of cuts down and then shoots out. It's definitely a more slanted look, wouldn't you say, Lauren?
Absolutely.
It is. It's really great. It definitely integrates the antennas for obviously the satellite radio in the actual radio into the car. Dual exhaust on this model. But with that being said, we are actually going to be getting the hybrid version of this car very, very soon, which will allow us to kind of give you two different comparisons on really this very similar vehicle. So with that being said, we'll kind of jump onto the inside and we'll take it from there. One thing I forgot to mention, Drive Radio fans, is that a very nice feature on this ES350 is the fact that the trunk has an automatic open and an automatic close feature. So if you come over here, hit the trunk button right there, you notice I don't have to touch anything, which most sedans you don't have that luxury of anymore, or not anymore, but at all. You have to get into an SUV in order for it to do that. Trunk space, we did do a little bit of a clip earlier on, but to kind of compare, and we'll put that into the other video, but you can see that this has plenty of trunk space. You're able to get several full-size suitcases in here, probably several golf bags as well. One nice thing about Lexus versus a Toyota, for example, is that the metal bracing to raise and lower the trunk is covered by plastic, so it just has a much nicer feel to it. And Lauren, if you can get up right here where you can see the trunk button, it's, once again, I was a little bit shocked by it. You're not typically finding that on sedans, so as soon as you hit that, it's able to go down automatically, which is definitely a nice feature. There's a lot of room in this car for children. So with that being said, we'll hop into the back seat and show you what that looks like. Alright fans, we're here in the back seat of the 2014 Lexus ES350 sedan. It has plenty of back room in here. We've taken several full-size adults around town and on the highway. Very comfortable ride. Perfect spot for the knees. I mean, this seat isn't too far forward for the front passenger, and it's not too far back for me. It's perfect. I'm about average height, 5'9", 5'10". Lauren would say I'm probably about 5'8", but really it's plenty of perfect size. Has plenty of vents back here. One thing we would like to note back here is it does have these shades, and Lauren, if you can kind of get this, has the shades for the entire back window, so you can put this up real easy. So if you have kids in the back seat and you want them to be taken care of from the sunlight, it's a great feature. If you also notice this the wood, or the I forgot what they call it in the actual window sticker, but it's definitely a great feature. It gives it a nice luxurious feel to it. But again, plenty of room in the back seat. And with that being said, let's head to the front seat. Okay, Drive Radio fans, we are here for our last portion of our review, and we apologize that we weren't able to do a driving portion this time around. We just had several things come up this past week and we weren't able to fit it in, but we will fit that in on the hybrid version of this car, which is coming in the very near future. So look forward to that. Very similar cars. We're very excited to take that for a test drive as well. But on the inside of this car, as you can see, it does have the wood steering wheels, has all your controls on the steering wheel, makes it very easy to use. This car does, on this model, with the options to come with lane departure warnings, blind spot monitoring, automatic lights, automatic headlights. Obviously, in the Lexus, you have your dual temperature controls, which isn't on all of their cars, but it's becoming very, very common. This button right down here is for the screen in the back, which is very nice for if you're sitting in the back, or if you have children or guests or whatever. So as soon as I hit that, you can kind of see it goes down, and I will point this out, if you can kind of keep focusing back there. So I will put it up, and now I'm going to put the car into reverse. If you can see, it actually does go down when you put it in reverse, which is a safety feature and nice, and it goes back up when you put it into drive. So definitely a nice feature to allow you some safety, not have to worry about that if you do kind of look through your rear view mirror, which obviously you should be doing. But great trunks, or great console space. In the center console, obviously enough room for a car charger. You can put your iPod or any audio device, your Android phone, iPhone, whatever you want to do. It does have one of our favorite systems, the Lexus/Toyota system. It has the typical mouse pad. It's not quite the wide display that you've come to find on some of the models, and that's just because it's not as hot, the higher end of those models. However, it's still nice, very easy to see. You don't have to take your eyes off the road at all in order to do so. Really great feature. Doesn't take a lot of clicks to get from one spot to another. But really, it's very comfortable ride. Lauren, what did you think as far as the ride goes on the passenger side of this car?
I have loved, I love Lexus. I own one, and they're smooth to ride in the passenger seat, and you can't get a bad ride with Lexus.
Well, great, and she's definitely right. She does own one. Her family owns several, so that's great to get some feedback like that from not only Lexus owners, but obviously someone that I highly respect their opinion. But Drive Radio fans, that's it for our review of the 2014 Lexus ES350. Hopefully you're tuning into our other videos, our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com, put Drive Radio, one word. You can find all of our videos there. Also, tune into us on Saturdays from 10 until 1. We're on here in Denver on AM 560 The Source. If you're not in Denver but you still like to listen to us, you can go online to 560thesource.com, or go to tunein.com, look for the Colorado area, tune into 560 The Source from 10 to 1 on Saturday mornings. But thanks for joining us. We hope you have a great night, and thanks for tuning in.